Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin. I'm very delighted to meet you again in our class, International Organization and Institution. At this sixth meeting, I would like to convey the topic of institution and policy making in international organization. There are at least four institutions in international organization. Number one, General Assembly or Summit. Number two, the Council. Number three, the Secretary or Secretariat General. And number four, the other bodies. Let's try to identify one by one. Number one, General Assembly or GA. GA consists of representatives of all member countries that represented by the head of state or the head of government. GA is a representation of the principle that the sovereignty still held by the member state. GA has a function to decide the direction of organizational development in generally. Usually, a decision made in GA are unanimity or it could be footing. If there is a footing, the principle is one state has one vote. Example of GA are United Nations General Assembly, Europe Council, and also ASEAN Summit. The second institution is the Council. Similar with GA, the Council consists of representative of member state, but in the level of minister. Contrast with the General Assembly, the Council consists of not all member countries of the organization. Just some of the member state can be a council member. In some organization, the council memberships is rotated and the function of the council is to take some specific policy on a particular issue. Yeah, like Secretary Council of United Nations, like Council of European Union, and also the ASEAN Ministerial Meeting. They have very specific issue. Yeah. Nah, uh, the policy making mechanism in every council is different, various way. Yeah, for example, in the United Security Council, yeah, the mechanism of policy making is 9 yes, yeah, so the decision can be adopted. Yeah, but in European Council, yeah, the decision can be adopted with the unanimity mechanism or with the qualified majority voting. And in ASEAN ministerial meeting, they usually use a consensus as their mechanism to adopt some decision. The third institution is Secretariat. Secretariat or Secretariat General consists of professional, yeah, who do not represent their respective countries. The Secretariat will be chaired by the Secretary General or maybe the Director General. And in European Union, yeah, in Commission, yeah, European Union Commission, the head of Commission is a president, President of European Commission. The function of this institution is to carry out the international organization policies or decision. Yeah. Now, and the last institution is the other bodies. These bodies or this institution is different with the previous institution, yeah, and we can make some differences from their membership. Yeah, usually in other bodies, the membership uh, can be interest group such as European Social Committee, and then the members represent the people like the European Parliament, and also represent local government, yeah, such as the Committee of Region in European Union. Now, usually the other bodies they have a different function with the GA, Council, and also Secretariat. They usually did articulation of interest, making policy agenda. Yeah. Now, after we know about the institution in international organization, let's move to the policy making process. What is policy making process? The policy making process is an interaction between institution in international organization to make a policies. Yeah. Nah, generally the policy process will begin with the agenda setting or articulation of interest. After this process, and then the issue have become the policy agenda and then enter to policy making process. Nah, in this policy making process, interaction occurs between legislative institution, yeah, within this organization. For example, in the EU, yeah, in policy making process there will be interaction between the EU Commission, Council of EU, and EU Parliament. Nah, after policy making process, the policy then implemented by executive institution. It could be secretariat or maybe commission in European Union. Nah, this policy will have an impact to the member countries or to international community. When the member countries or communities reject the policy, and then will demand it again to form a new policy agenda. Nah, Richberger tried to explain more about the policymaking process. He tried to identify who the actors behind the agenda setting process. He said that there are member state government, administration, or secretariat general, or maybe the agenda setter is parliamentary assemblies, or maybe interest group and communities of experts. These actors can make policy agenda can articulate their interests to the international organization. After policy agenda setting, and then the international organization will convert all of these interests into output. The conversion can be intergovernmental negotiation, and then maybe with the form of majority voting, with rational choice, standard operating procedure, or with the bureaucratic politic mechanism. So these are conversion method in international organization. Yeah, I repeat again, with the negotiation, with the majority voting, rational choice, standard operating procedure, or bureaucratic politic mechanism. After the conversion process done, and then the international organization will have output. There are three kinds of output in international organization. There are policy program, information activity, and operation. Okay, guys, that's uh, all what I say, and hopefully it is useful for you, and I will see you again next time. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.